Do you need eyes behind you while you're towing? Are you sick of having a fight with your husband or your wife when you're reversing the van into a tight spot in the caravan park? Well, I've just finished 2 years traveling Oz, and I think a must-have is a reverse camera on your car and on your caravan. So I'm going to run you through the Safety Dave products and show you everything they've got and how it can save your marriage. All right, so about 12 months ago, Safety Dave released a new range of cameras and screens. These are now AHD, which stands for Analog High Definition. So you're getting basically a better picture quality through from your camera onto your screen. This is better in low vision, so dusk or dawn, at night, and it's just a crisper, nicer image. So the thing to note on this one is that the new cameras don't work with the old screen. So if you've got a new screen, it will still work with your old camera. So first up, let's start with the monitors. We've got two different types of monitors, which I've got displayed over here, and I've got bigger versions around as well. You've got these ones over here. Now these are a square screen, and they suction cap onto your windscreen, or they do have a sticky one as well, so you can permanently mount them down there. So next up, we've got the rear vision screen monitor. So these just clip over the rear vision monitor in your car and basically replace the mirror that is there at the moment. Now both of these screens can come in and out as need be. So what we used to do is when we were towing, we would attach it. When we weren't towing, we'd put it in the glove box or the center console or somewhere like that. So here's one here that we've pulled off. Basically, there's little clips on the back. You pull them apart and you clip that over on the rear vision of your screen of the car. Now these come in two options. They're all the same size, so you don't get a different size. They're 7-inch. What you do get is this one, your standard one here is 2-channel, so it takes 2 cameras into it. And the next one is a 4-channel. So that allows you to have 4 channels in it. The 4-channel one also allows you to do a split screen. All right, so we've got one on display over here. So this has got the 4 split screen in there. So I've got 4 cameras currently running into there, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, split screen there, or I can just hit the channel button over the top. And that then changes you to just 1 camera, 2 camera, 3 camera, 4 camera, and you can also do 2 on screen or 3 on screen. The benefits of these screens, look, they don't take up any valuable dash space, so they're quite good that they mount up there. They're not taking up dash down the bottom. You don't have extra things to look at. You do naturally look up into your rear vision mirror when you're reversing and that sort of thing. So I do like that sort of, aspect of them. The problem that I see with them is they do get sun affected. So if you've got some reflection coming in from behind you or through the sides, I feel that you can't get just as good visibility as what you can out of these the square ones here. So I do really love these ones. If, like, quite often in Rangers and a few other cars that have got a small dash space, you don't have enough room to fit one of the square ones in. So that's these guys in a nutshell. So next up, we have got the square screen. These comes in a variety of sizes. So these are all the AHD models. So the square one in the 6-inch allows you to have 2 channels plugged into it. You then have a square 7-inch, which allows 2 channels, a square 7-inch quad, which allows 4 channels, and then the whopping 9-inch screen, which we have actually had in our truck, which allows 4 channels as well. So basically, as I said before, with this one, you can flick between each camera individually, or you can look at a split screen with all 4 of them displayed on there as well. So both of these screens are really good. This one obviously takes up valuable dash space. In the truck, we used to have it suction capped onto the windscreen, up where the rear vision mirror would normally be. So it really just does depend on your car and where you like things sitting in there as to which one you will choose. Because it's got this little sun shield protector over there, you don't get as much interference from sunlight when it's coming from weird and wacky directions at you. So I do think you get a clearer picture on this particular one here. All right, so you've got your screen. Now you need to know what sort of camera you want. There are lots of different options available, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. Basically, we go the caravans. We generally do the dome one, round one, whatever you want to call it, or the square one. So they mount nicely back onto the rear of your caravan. You can do the double one so all of these ones comes in black or white, depending on your caravan color and what matches. And we also have the dual one here as well. So that's really good, is you can have it on the rear of your van. One can be pointing out and one can be pointing down. They do have different angles of view and that sort of thing as well. So they're different great options for the rear of the van. These ones we also quite often use on backs of canopies and that sort of things in your ute, because that rear vision mirror is totally useless now. We'll quite often mount these cameras onto the back of the ute, and it can be a permanent reverse camera for you. So the camera can go on the screen. When you put your car in reverse, the camera will engage for you. You can leave it on the whole time while you're driving if you want as well. It's another way we can wire it up. So you've basically got caravans, the square, the dome, and then the double one. And then you've also got a stack of different ones in here as well. So the license plate one is really good with some lights on it in night vision. You've got a butterfly mount one, an OEM mount one, and a bullet one. So they're mainly for your vehicles, the rear of cars, like your normal passenger cars. And it just depends on where you're mounting it, what you've got to mount it to. They are all waterproof rated. All the new ones are in the AHD, and so they give a really good picture quality through to your monitor. One extra camera we did not touch on are the side view cameras. So these, you get a left and a right hand side, and these mount down the side of your caravan. So really good if you're going into a tight spot with trees. So quite often people will do one on the rear of their caravan and then a side view on the left and right hand side of their caravan, and then an extra camera on the tow bar of your vehicle to see the actual tow bar and you hitching up. And then we assume you might have a factory reverse camera in there as well. So these are all in the AHD, and they're a really good add-on if you just don't have anyone helping you reverse on, or you want that extra side vision of your van and trees. All right, I'm going to go through what comes in each box. Now, when you buy either of the base ones, which is the 6-inch square or the 7-inch 2-channel in the revision mount, what you actually get in the box is almost a complete kit other than the camera. So this is if you're just installing it in a car, no caravan. You should have everything that you need in there. So you get the screen. Now it's all plug and play, so it plugs into each other. You've then got a loom here that you get power to. You've got 2 points to plug your cameras into, and this one obviously plugs into your monitor and an extension lead as well through there. You've also then got a 7.5 meter cable with it. Now, all of these parts you can buy individually as spare parts from us or from Safety Dave if you do need them. But it is just important to note that when you jump up to the 4-channel ones, you basically just get the screen and the power loom. You don't get all the additional cables. So you've still got your suction cap mounts and your sticky dash mount, if that's one of the better term, and remotes. But you will need to purchase all your cables that you're going to run throughout the vehicles or the caravans or wherever you are mounting them separately. So they're your two different, like what comes in the boxes, I guess. And then the other add-on that we really like to suggest to people getting, and we used when we were traveling as well, is what we call, or Safety Dave calls, a Woza cable. One of the questions we always get asked is, why do I need a Woza cable? Yes, we recommend, and we also use a Woza cable. So basically what that does is the secure locking connection between your car and caravan. So you have a cable like this running from your camera on your caravan to a cable like this on the car screen. You can actually physically plug them in together, and that will work 100%. If you want to do that, that's totally your choice, and you will save yourself some money. The reason that we use and recommend the Woza cable, which is this is your coil cable, is it's just a heavy duty cable. It's also got the points of contact between the two, the camera and the screen. You mount them on the caravan and you mount one on the car, and you can hide all these sort of smaller finicky bits away underneath and keep them protected. We've just found that these, specifically if you're doing off-road, a lot of corrugations quite often come undone. They then fall on the ground, they then get scraped along the ground, they then get damaged, and you no longer have an operating camera or screen. So we do really recommend the Woza cable. So basically it is just an oversized version of that. It plugs in, you then twist it up, I can't even get it in, you twist it up and it stays on there securely. And as someone who's just done probably 10 or 15,000 Ks of off-road corrugations in Australia, I do think if you're hitting any dirt roads that this is a must-have addition to your camera setup. So on the Woza cables, there are a few options that you can get. One is the 5-pin. This is for the older system of Safety Dave, and they are actually now discontinued. But don't stress, because the 7-pin version will fit your existing 5-pin Woza. So if you have 5-pin and need spare parts, buy the 7-pin, it will work. So what you can buy now is the 7-pin and the 8-pin. So the 7-pin suits 1 and 2 channel camera or systems. The 8-pin allows for 3 cameras on your caravan. So your 4th camera, they are assuming, or your 4th channel is on your car, but there are 3 inputs on the Woza connection to go to your caravan. All right, so for ease of purchase, we've sort of bundled together a few kits for you. So you've got enough cable to do your car and your caravan. So you've got enough cable to do your canopy. We also have everything individually as products. So in these cables here, you can get like a 1, 2, 5, 7.5, 10, 15 meter cable options. Don't shoot me if I got those measurements wrong. You can get the dust caps as a spare part. You can get the suction caps for these as a spare part. You can get the actual looms themselves, so a 2 or a 4 camera loom as spare parts, and we can also get you those in AHD and the older version as well if you do need them. All right, as always, if you do have any questions about Safety Dave, you can feel free to drop a comment below, give us a call on 0754796652, or drop us an email. We do have all of this product in stock to ship out to you, or we can install it on your vehicle or caravan in our workshop in Maroochydore. Now, as I said, I do think a reverse camera is an actual must-have when you're towing. It is a marriage saver. It is, you know, you can see literally either side of you while you're driving along the road. So if a car goes into your blind spot, you can pick it up on the reverse camera. So total must-have. That's about it. If you want to check out any of our other videos on Safety Dave caravan system installs, watch this one up here, and YouTube thinks you should watch this one down here.
Accelerate off-grid touring, powering your adventures.